A says as apple. A says as ant. A says as axe. A says as arrow. A says as astronaut. B says ball. B says bat. B says bag. B says balloon. B says bee. C says cat. C says as car. C says as cap. C says as cup. C says as cake. D says as dog. D says as duck. D says as door. D says as drum. D says as doll. E says as egg. E says as elephant. E says as end. E says as engine. E says as elf. F says as frog. F says as fish. F says as fan. F says as fork. F says as foot. G says as goat. G says as girl. G says as gift. G says as grass. G says as gate. H says as hat. H says as hen. H says as horse. H says as house. H says as hill. I says as ink. I says as igloo. I says as insect. I says as idea. I says as iron. J says as jug. J says as jam. J says as jelly. J says as jacket. J says as jump. K says as kite. K says as king. K says as kangaroo. K says as key. K says as kid. L says L as lion. L says L as lamb. L says L as leaf. L says L as leg. L says L as lake. M says M as man. M says M as moon. M says M as mouse. M says M as milk. M says M as map. N says N as nose. N says N as net. N says N as nail. N says N as nest. N says N as night. O says O as orange. O says O as octopus. O says O as ostrich. O says O as oven. O says O as oil. P says P as pen. P says P as pig. P says P as pan. P says P as pot. P says P as park. Q says Qu as queen. Q says Qu as quill. Q says Qu as quilt. Q says Qu as question. Q says Qu as quack. R says R as rat. R says R as red. R says R as ring. R says R as rabbit. R says R as road. S says S as sun. S says S as snake. S says S as socks. S says S as sand. S says S as star. T says T as tap. T says T as top. T says T as tree. T says T as tiger. T says T as table. U say as umbrella. U says as under. U says as up. U says as uncle. U says as earth. V says as van. V says as vase. V says as violin. V says as vest. V says as village. W says as watch. W says as wall. W says as whale. W says as window. W says as wolf. X says x, 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 as box. X says x, 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 as fox. X says x, 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 as mix. X says x, 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 as six. X says x, 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 as taxi. Y says y, as yak. Y says y, as yellow. Y says y, as yes. Y says y, as yolk. Y says y, as yard. Z says z, as zebra. Z says z, as zip. Z says z, as zero. Z says z, as zoo. Z says z, as zigzag.